Hey guys, Golden Eagle here. Welcome to another episode of my new series, Gaming News Articles Weekly. In this series, I will choose a handful of gaming news articles from the past week and give you guys summaries of them along with some of my opinions. All of the links to these articles will be provided in the description of this video. This week, we have some Black Ops 2 gameplay in the background. It's a Ground War Domination match using the Vector, in which I play very aggressively and get both the dogs and the swarm. So, let's get started with the news from this week. Valve, the company that created Steam and many amazing games like Half-Life, Team Fortress, Portal, and Left 4 Dead, made three big announcements this week. The first was that they are coming out with their very own operating system called SteamOS. It will be a Linux-based operating system, meaning that it will be open source and free. As opposed to Windows or Mac, the whole operating system is being designed with gaming in mind. It was designed to work in a living room setting and will feature significant performance increases in graphics and audio, and reductions in input lag. The OS will also have streaming options available through Steam's recently announced family sharing service. Valve has said that there are already hundreds of games that can run on SteamOS, with much more coming out next year. The second announcement that Valve made was the Steam Machines initiative. Basically, it will be multiple pieces of hardware from different manufacturers that will all run on SteamOS. So basically, it seems that instead of developing a Steam box themselves, Valve decided to, so far, only develop the software and let third-party manufacturers create gaming PCs designed for the living room. One of them that has been backed by Valve for a while is called the Piston, and apparently we will hear more about it next week. The third and final announcement that Valve made was the reveal of a Steam controller that would work with these Steam machines and with SteamOS. It has a very unique design, and it is something that we have never seen before. Instead of thumbsticks, the controller features two circular trackpads that you control by moving your thumbs across them, kind of like a mouse trackpad on a laptop. There are many different buttons all around the front and back of the controller, and a clickable touchscreen right in the middle of the controller. It was apparently designed to make games that were previously only playable with a keyboard and mouse work better in a living room setting. To me, the controller looks very weird and kind of impractical to use, but I mean, this is Valve we are talking about, so I'm sure that it actually works pretty well. Now, let's talk about some next-gen console news. Let's start with the Xbox One. Microsoft announced that the game DVR recording features will only allow you to share your clips through Xbox Live at launch. So those of us who want to upload gameplay to YouTube will still have to use capture cards at first. They said that support for uploading to YouTube or sharing through Facebook will be made available sometime next year. They have also stated that while they did reverse many of their policies regarding the Xbox One, their long-term vision for the console has remained unchanged, and some features, such as sharing digital games with friends, and overall focusing more on digital games and cloud services, will return sometime in the future. In fact, Microsoft showed off a prototype this week of them using the Xbox Cloud service to stream Halo 4 from the Xbox One console to both a PC and a Windows phone with an Xbox controller attached to it. Moving on to the PS4, we got some new images of the PS4 user interface as well as the future PlayStation app for smartphones that will work in conjunction with the PS4. And, in a similar statement to Microsoft, Sony talked about how they want the PlayStation name to relate to more of a service than just a gaming console. They have plans to one day stream PlayStation games to PCs, smart HD TVs, smartphones, and tablets. I personally think that this is the future of gaming and will eventually be a big trend in this generation of gaming consoles, the way that things like downloadable content were introduced in the last generation. Our gaming experiences won't be limited to the TV that our consoles are attached to anymore. We'll be able to play all our games on all our devices and take them with us wherever we go. It's going to be like having a mini PS4 or Xbox One right in our pockets, and it definitely sounds awesome. Do you want a PS4 early before it is released? Of course you do. How do you get one? Well, all you have to do is eat a bunch of Taco Bell. That's right, Sony has partnered up with Taco Bell. And each time you buy a $5 combo box from them, you will receive a code that could win you a free PS4 that will arrive 3 days before the release date of November 15th. So now, let's move on to news about games. For those of you looking to buy Call of Duty Ghosts for the current gen of consoles, and then upgrade later to the next gen, be aware that while your multiplayer progress will carry over, your progress from the single player campaign will not, and you will have to start over. Speaking of the campaign, all of the achievements for it have been leaked out, and you can click the link below in the description if you want to read what all of them are. All of the multiplayer modes for Battlefield 4 have been confirmed by DICE. Returning are Domination, Conquest, Rush, Team Deathmatch, and Squad Deathmatch. 2 new modes being introduced in Battlefield 4 will be Obliteration and Defuse. In Obliteration, a bomb spawns randomly somewhere on the map, with both teams fighting over it. Each team has 3 objectives, and the goal is to blow up all 3 on the enemy side. Each time you destroy one objective, a new bomb spawns on a different area of the map. The Defuse mode is sort of like Search and Destroy from Call of Duty. It is a 5-on-5 close quarters game, with each player having only 1 life per round, but being able to be revived by teammates. The goal is to either kill everyone on the other team, or to plant and detonate a bomb. Next, there was some more news about GTA 5 this week. Apparently, the game is so massive, with so much data on the disc, that it is causing older Xbox 360 models to crash and freeze up. Are you guys enjoying the soundtrack of GTA 5? Well, all of the songs in the game can now be purchased in a 3-volume set on iTunes. Also, the multiplayer portion of GTA 5, called GTA Online, is going to be released this coming Tuesday, October 1st, and it has been confirmed by Rockstar that there will be microtransactions in this portion of the game. Basically, you will be able to pay real money to generate more cash in the game itself, to buy new weapons and upgrades, amongst other things. The last game that I want to talk about today is The Last of Us. It has been confirmed that the first DLC for The Last of Us will release on October 15th. But this will be a multiplayer map pack only. We will not see the first story mode DLC until either December or January, Naughty Dog has said. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I know a lot of you guys will be as well. I want to see what DLC they release for the story mode in The Last of Us, because, you know, it had one of the best stories all year. So definitely want to see how they continue, or what they add to it. Also, they released a video this week showing off an alternate ending to the game, so if you guys want to check that out, there's a link down below. So, that does it for the September 28th edition of Gaming News Articles Weekly. All of the links to the articles are down below in the description. Please leave me some comments with your thoughts about any of these topics. Be sure to tune in next Saturday for another episode. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.